Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Good morning, everybody. I am back with some more 52 weeks of fandom with the little snippets of this day in history. So it's been a while. Let's see. This one, it's probably been almost 2 months, I want to say, since I posted a video. And a lot of that just becomes because I had the planner launch happening, and so just no filming was getting done. It is what it is. But I'm back. I'm at it. I have this one that I was actually supposed to do a voiceover of quite a while. I think the reason why I didn't do it is because when sped up, it was going to be too short, and so I was going to combine two, because that's the only thing about this project is that I'm not really planning anything. I'm just kind of, just memory journaling, I guess. I mean, I don't know what you would even call it, because I'm only doing like this day in history events, and then I'm just laying down stickers. So the videos become really short, and so I found that it's just easier to combine two together to do it. However, the next one that's going to come up after this, I filmed two together, and I actually talked through on them. So I might do that for the next couple of ones where I actually just sit down and I film a couple at a time and I just talk through them all. So I'm interested to know how you guys will like those. And if that's the case, then that's might be how I move forward in terms of filming just like one, because then it would be easy, like my normal 20-minute video, or actually, because I'm talking through it, probably be more like 30 minutes, because let's face it, I can't remember what I'm doing half the times. So, kit here is from Oddloop. I have quite a few kits from Oddloop. I love their art. This one is the Villains kit. So I got the kit, and then I got the like 4-box add-on with all the villains, which I think was really, really cool. And I ended up putting those all in the sidebar, which I love. And I ended up doing a couple of days that had extra boxes. Anyways, I love it. I love it, you guys. But seriously, I even sped this up just a little bit, but it's still like I'm going super slow. So I apologize. But I'm back. Storms have been crazy, so my voice is like all over the place. So I apologize if it sounds raspy and weird. I'm not sick. It's just allergies. I've never had allergies before until like this year. And seriously, it has been the most awful thing in the world. I don't know how individuals go through life dealing with it, because it's been awful. Like the sneezing, the dry, and then the itchy eyes, and then just, not like being able to breathe sometimes because there's just so much crap in the air, whether it's, pollen or mold or whatever it is. And then the rain brings it, and I know it's supposed to like wash it down, but it literally like washes it off the trees and then immediately goes to dry air, and that just all dries and just decides, I'm gonna float and just whoa, and it's miserable. So anyways, that's my explanation. So as you see, I did my 4 boxes in the sidebar. I was like, this is perfect. I want to use every single one of these full boxes. So that is what I'm going to do. Date dots are from my shop. The script that I use, this is TDIH, which stands for This Day in History. Which week is this? I think this is week 15. So I do have some weeks to catch up on, but we're getting there. So the TDIH is a script from my shop, and then I use the Coffee Monsters Co. emojis that say news. They're like all about like little newsy things to do that. So I figured that would be cute. So on Monday, April 12th, 1633, Galileo is accused of heresy. He spent the rest of his life under house arrest, and it took the Catholic Church over 300 years to clear his name. Surprisingly, this was also the week that my youngest son was working on a Galileo project for his school. And I had some really great tidbits, and now I can't remember them. Yay is me. Seriously. I just reading that, I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to like do all those tidbits because we worked together on a lot of things. So I end up learning new things. He had to read a book, and he had to tell me certain things, and we had to answer questions, and he had to do a few different projects. And now, because I'm middle, upper 30s, my mind doesn't remember things as easily because apparently everybody thinks I need to remember everything for them. So my mind has like been just all over the place. I'm all over the place right now, you guys. I know you guys are the sweetest people in the world. On my last video, you were like, you're not a hot mess, you're not stumbling, you're just planning real life. I so appreciate all those nice comments because trust me, I feel like I'm not doing like a service, like a good job sometimes in this whole thing. And I feel like I stumble around and it feels awkward and funny sometimes. So I really do agree. I really do greatly appreciate the very nice comments. Thank you so much. It makes me want to do this more and get back and be more comfortable, because I will tell you, once you started doing this and you start to feel comfortable and then you stop, when you pick it back up again, you feel all just awkward again. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. So Tuesday, April 13th, 1970, Houston, we've got a problem. Apollo 13 oxygen tank burst. I think that day, after I wrote down that little tidbit, I think I watched Apollo 13 on, like, while I was working. So, it was just nice. Wednesday, April 14th, 1865, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. Did you have to, like, go into any more detail about that? Like, we all know that that's what happened. I didn't go into... Did I do any? I'm just going to look forward real quick because I got to turn over my planner. And I'm just looking, do I know anything else extra for any of these things? No, I don't. So I've got no other extra little tidbits. This is all you get. So I put that full box down, and then I have obviously all this extra room. So I just went ahead and put down a box to mark that I did sleep in that day. So some days I like to sleep in, and that's just the end of it. Sleeping in is not something that should be frowned upon. Sometimes you just need that extra little bit. I can tell you, with all the storms we've been having lately, especially when they come in the middle of the night, they wake me up and I can't get back to sleep because my body's like, oh, we're getting up. Okay, cool. Let's get this day going. And I'm like, you're nuts. So the storms have been keeping me up lately. And then I get these wonderful, crazy headaches on top of this allergies. The headaches actually came many, many years ago when we were in Idaho, and I found that out the hard way. Like, we were in the hospital getting CT scans because they were like, what the heck is going on? They were miserable, and nobody could give me an explanation, and I finally started tracking it, and they would come in with the storms. And the same thing happens down here. If the storm gets like too heavy and like the pressure gets too tight, or if the pressure loosens too fast, I get these horrible headaches. So I just haven't been sleeping well at all. So sleeping in is good. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the 15th. 1912, April 15th, 1912, the Titanic sank off the coast of Newfoundland, or is it Newfoundland? It's Newfoundland, right? Okay, well, that's what I'm going to call it, Newfoundland, on its maiden voyage after it struck an iceberg. Okay, I mean, if you haven't seen the movie Titanic, I don't know why. There's 255,000 documentaries on the Titanic, so why any more tidbits? It sank, and I'm always, like, interested in, like, you know, because they obviously said it, you know, like, things about it being this, you know, like, really big ship, that, you know, nothing was going to take it down. type thing, and I'm always interested in like the events that led up to it. Like, was there anything that they could have done differently? Da 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 da. I'm always interested in that. Anyways, let's move on. April 16th, 2007, Virginia Tech shooting happened. Over 30 people were killed and 15 wounded. So I remember when this happened. Obviously, it was 14 years ago. I had to do math for a minute. Like I said, brain is not working at 100% capacity today. So I do remember when that happened. I was in the military. The base went on lockdown because bases will go on lockdown when there's big shootings like that happens, to ensure that it's not like a terrorist thing. So we were locked down on base for a little bit. Luckily, my kids went to the daycare on the base that I worked, so I was able to go get them and easily just be with them before we could be let off base. But that's all I remember from that. So, Saturday the 17th, 1964, Geraldine Mock became the first woman to fly solo around the world. All right. I don't remember, I didn't look to see who was the actual first person to fly solo around the world. That wasn't something that really interested me. This was very interesting. One, it was the year my mother was born. And two, it was just a nice little thing to see that, women can do it too. So, yeah, that's right. So, I'm loving this villain's kit. This villain's kit is so cute. I'm so glad that I used it. And then we have Sunday, the 18th, and that's going to wrap this up really, really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm going to end up writing down, so that way I can start ending my closing, because it is going to go quite fast. Thank you for sticking through this with me and everything, but I greatly, greatly appreciate that you're here. And if you're new here, welcome, because this is going to be an amazing adventure, and I hope you find new shops, and I hope you find new things that you can use your planners for. So, 1775, Paul Revere rode from Charleston to Lexington to warn colonists of the arrival of British troops. I did have a tidbit about this one, and I don't remember it, because it was in a history book that I read. Yes, I know that's weird. Yes, I do read history books on my own. And I had some really actual cool tidbits about this one, and stuff. So, but anyways, that's all I have for you this week. I'm going to get started on the next one, which is a talk through video that has 2 of them, and we're just going to pick up and just go. Everything will be linked down in the description box below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Okay, bye.